guys, welcome back. Bodhi is still playing with his supermarket. Michael's editing videos. He's obsessed with the supermarket. Bodhi, say hi.
Hi.
Show them what you have. Ooh, good job.
In the bag.
But yeah, I just got off of work. Michael also got off of work. And then we're planning on having dinner later at our favorite restaurant. Our favorite Chinese restaurant. So we just moved into this house maybe 3 weeks ago. So everything is very new and empty. Like we don't have furniture yet. They said that they were going to deliver the couch sometime this week, but that is a lie. Living Spaces did not contact me again. You hear an echo around the house, it's because there's not much here, but I want to do a house tour one day to show you guys around. This is Keela. She's an old doggy. She doesn't really do much. She's very elderly. Wanted to let you guys know a little bit about my divorce story. It's more a divorce and like a custody battle story. So I got a divorce in 2014, and it was around the time when I quit YouTube for a while. Things just we weren't getting along anymore. He initiated the divorce. He said he wanted out, he couldn't do it anymore, and we were fighting all the time, and then it was just really hard parenting wise with him because we parent so differently. And so he wanted to save money and I wanted to save money, so we decided to do it very amicably. He printed off the paperwork, I signed it, and then he turned it into the court and everything was fine. We did agree upon some major things before I signed. The main thing was I didn't want his money, I didn't want the house. We were married for 7 years and I didn't want any of it. I only wanted to have primary custody of our daughter. And so he agreed, and he would be the dad every other weekend, and everything was fine. There was no child support payments, like everything was just even Stevens. You keep the money in the house and then I'll just take our daughter and then I'll move out. So I did do that. I moved out to another city, and then everything was fine. I met my husband now a year later. He knew about him. He's met him before. He interacted with him before, and everything was fine. Things started to change when he met someone new, and she became his fiance really quick. And I was fine with that and everything was good until she decided to insert herself into me and my daughter's relationship. She would criticize me. She would tell me in front of my daughter that I shouldn't be holding onto her hand like that or holding onto her arm like that. And so I confronted her one day and I told her that she needed to mind her own business. And I walked off with my daughter. And after that, that was when everything fell apart. I guess she felt threatened and he didn't like the way I was treating her. So they went to the extreme of making my life awful. The first thing that they did, they would camp out in front of my house. I did not have proof of it, but my internet was the same password and same ID as my ex-husband's house because he helped me set it up when we were still like on good terms. So no matter where any of us went or where my daughter went, it would connect to the Wi-Fi automatically. So my Wi-Fi picked up her cell phone account and Wi-Fi access, so I knew that they've been to my house, they've driven by. The biggest thing that happened that changed everything was when my ex-husband called the cops on my husband taking my daughter to school one morning. he claimed on the phone with the cops that it was some random guy that didn't have permission to be with his daughter, and that he had illegal weapons in the car and had this, that, and this, whatever, and needed to pull him over as soon as possible. So the cops followed my husband, taking my daughter to school, and ended up stopping him, saying that he was speeding, and then did take him to jail. When he put my husband in jail, he went to the courts immediately and said that I was endangering my child, I sexually abused my child, and that he is also abusing my child, and that he should no longer be in contact with my child. So when that order was put in place, the judge immediately approved it because they needed to investigate and to find out if it was true. CPS was called. They came and interviewed me. They interviewed my daughter at school. A lot of interviews and psychological evaluations and everything occurred when my husband got arrested. I ended up losing custody of my daughter. I was not the primary anymore. I didn't have educational rights. I was the weekend, every other weekend parent from that point forward, and I had to pay him child support. He requested that we get drug tested every month and it would be random. We agreed to that. There were a lot of things that he put in place that made it impossible for me to be with my husband. My husband could not be around me or my daughter for 2 whole years. So one day I just had to tell my daughter that, hey, he went away to Jurassic World and that he will be back later. And it was really sad because I couldn't be the family or have the family that I wanted. So when that all happened and he won custody, everything was just awful. I didn't know how to continue on. I wanted everything to go back to the way it was. But in the end, I contacted my ex-husband and I said, look, can we just work this out outside of the court? He wanted to, but his fiance said no. So it continued on for another year. Towards the end, I believe their relationship was not working out anymore, so he decided to end things on my end. He went to the court and dropped the order to have my husband not be around us. My husband can finally be back with the family. Things didn't work out for my ex-husband and his fiance. They ended up breaking up and they had to go to court and start reliving that life over again. I think the main takeaway that I had through all of this was that I don't have control over anyone. I couldn't prove my innocence to the judge or the court. Like, these people don't know me, they don't know my husband. But from the outside looking in, all of the allegations that he had against me, it was believable. He had money, I did not. So when he hired a lawyer, he hired the best one in Dallas, that completely destroyed my attorney. My attorney was, just someone random that we knew. So money pays, money talks, and the judge that I had was in favor of dads. So that part of my life was very hard. It's the second hardest thing that I've ever had to go through. And I don't wish to relive that lesson ever again. But yeah, that is my divorce and custody story. Everything now with my ex-husband is very amicable. I have forgiven him, but obviously have not forgotten. So we're very careful still. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys my divorce story because I always feel like it's a very unique one to share. And if anyone is going through like a custody battle or like a divorce, never trust the other person no matter what. You think you know them, but you really do not know what they are capable of. So always protect yourself first. Number 1. We're at one of our favorite restaurants. Bodhi. Peace.
Peace.
Cheers.
What do you say? Cheers.
Ding.
Mom, Daddy gave you.
Is it hot? Bodhi, let's go for a ride. Bodhi's all showered.
You see?
He got that from Chinese New Year. What do you want? Ah! So we're gonna go get a boba drink, and then we're gonna put him to bed. Grab a Kinder Egg. He was a good listener at school today. This is the part that's not vegan. He loves Kinder Eggs. And this is the Harry Potter one, which we love to collect. Can't wait to see what we get. Because right now, we have these three. We also have Hagrid, but we lost him. We don't know where Hagrid went. Let's take him. Come on. Bodhi, let's open it. Here you go.
Look, it's a baby owl. This mommy owl.
Here you go. Let's see what we get.
My Potter.
Is it another Harry Potter?
Not you.
No, Hermione. We love Harry Potter. Okay, so I got my drink. This is a pineapple strawberry green tea.
I got a caramel vanilla frap with almond milk and dairy-free whipped cream.
Yeah. Bodhi, say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Peace.